Guys, and welcome back to part 3 of this tutorial of how to build the Paw Patrol HQ from the Adventure City one to be specific, from the movie 2021 and the Adventure City one to be specific. So let's get right into it, shall we? These are going to be the materials you're going to need. These ones right here. So red concrete, glass, yellow concrete, white concrete, cyan concrete, blue concrete, and light blue concrete. So let's get where we left off. So this little pad we made last time, correct? Go to these two side rows and just make a 2x2 squares on the left and right. Easy. And go to, doesn't matter which side you start on. Start off with 2 upright diagonals. 3 upright diagonals rather. Extend this one up by 2. 1, 2. Another upright diagonal. Up left diagonals rather. Or upright diagonal, depends what we're talking about over there. Because we're doing the same thing, but flip flop. Up by 2, 1, 2. And upright diagonal. Up by 2, 1, 2. Then another diagonal. Upright diagonal, then 3 upright diagonals. And we'll leave it at that for now. Go to the opposite side and do the same thing. So 3 diagonals, depending on the direction, left or right diagonals. Up by 2, 1, 2. Then another diagonal. Up by 2, 1, 2. Another, in this case, it's an up left diagonal. Up 2. And then just a couple of just normal up left diagonals, which should connect up to the other side perfectly. And this is what you should have so far. Pretty good shape. Now let's go to the front with this pointiest out bit. Place 4 upright diagonals, or diagonals facing forwards, effectively. 4 of those. Then you extend it up. Then you go left, right, facing the front. Left, right, with 3 rows of yellow concrete. 1, 2, 3. We're placing a banner on there if you want. Place a red concrete roll on top. Extend it up. Go to the center of this row. Place 2 rows, or 2 rows I'm pretty sure on top. Then just connect it together using upright diagonals. There's actually 3 rows in front. So this is what you should have so far. Now let's go to the center of this middle red concrete. Extend it out the center row by 2. 1, 2. Then a diagonal towards you. Then another one. Extend it out. So you should have 3 2 rows diagonals going towards the building. And then here you'll be able to connect it up using red concrete. Do the same thing on the opposite side. So place 2 in front. Left diagonal. Extended forwards. Left diagonal. Extended forwards. A diagonal, then connected to the yellow concrete. Surround the yellow concrete in red concrete. And then in this corner, you want to have a diagonal. A diagonal here, you want to connect it up. So you want to have, in this corner, connecting this little 4 rows and the 2 rows. You want to place a red concrete in there. Then you just want to do some like diagonals up towards that block. So you can use temporary different color blocks to try and make it look different. That would be my suggestion, because it is a little tricky to place. However, you will get the result of this little like staircase effect using the red concrete. Little staircase effect. So there's one side. Do the same thing on the opposite side. I say block here, or start at the bottom. Those are your options. You can start whatever you want. I don't think it affects the interior. I don't think it will impact the interior. In fact, it won't impact the interior. Impact it. If you place red concrete there. And then you're just placing a whole bunch of diagonal blocks to try and connect it up. And boom, that is the front of that. You want to do the same effect, but on the bottom. Extend this down by 2, so you're going to do the exact same effect you just did, but going downwards to the equivalent corner, which should just like... Hold on. Did I do a slight miscalculation, or is this exactly where I want to go? Don't think this is where I want to go. Hold on 2 seconds, people. Before we do that, actually... You know what, go to the equivalent corner right here. We want to place a diagonal right on this block, so like that. That's why I'm confused, because it should connect up to that, like that. And maybe that's probably how it connects. I've probably done something just stupid on our opposite side. Just like, and if we pop another red concrete, what? Hold on. Should be 1 on each right. Maybe there's 2 rows involved? No, there's not 2 rows involved. So this should all connect up. Hold on. Before we do the bottom, let's extend these rows backwards by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All these red concrete circles back by 4. And I'll work out what I've done in just a moment. I don't think I've done anything. I think it just... that's weird. Touch up on my plans in just a moment to try and work this out. But as you can see, you just want to expand that little outline you made of that little circle-ish shape. Circle-ish shape. Backwards by 4. Perfect. Now with this red concrete, you want to do the diagonals again. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Up, left, right. 3 rows of yellow. 1, 2, 3. Place yellow concrete all the way on top. Place red concrete on top of that. Place the red concrete on top of that in the center block. And then just couple up left diagonals. Forward them to be specific and just join in the center. Perfect. Over here, place 4 of these on the left and the yellow concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this sure should connect perfectly in a couple of diagonals. In a couple of little diagonals. There's a row of 5, not a row of 4. My apologies. Wait. Actually, you know what? It is a row of 4 because we shouldn't be placing red concrete around the outside. It's a row of 5 until you place the red concrete around the outside of yellow concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Jaggle. And jig. And there you go. That is your back of the build complete. And we want to do the same thing on... the same thing as we did to the front. Well, the top bits anyway. I'll deal with the front in just a jiffy. With the bottom ones in the jiffy and find out what I've done wrong. Or what we've done wrong. Well, more than anything, what I've done wrong. What you've done wrong. What I've done wrong. I've probably done something stupid. You can see, back connects up perfectly. It joints up. Same thing over here. I don't think it actually affects... It doesn't affect the interior. I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect the interior, that is. If it does, well, if you did place that record, you probably will have to remove it. If it does affect it. But we'll do that either next time or the time after. This is after all part 3, so depending on how this goes. Right, maybe it fits better on the back. So, down by 2. Yeah. If you can just do like a similar effect. I'll just try and make... Yeah, having the exact same trouble as we did. Maybe this is why it's making it look bad. Hold on, where am I hooking it up to? I'm hooking it up to here, aren't I? Yeah, is this... It's 5 rows of 3. Yeah, 5 rows of 3. Maybe it's... Huh. Hold on. If I go back in just a jiffy, let me find out. Hold on, you know what? You guys are going to go into get a design process today, so just hold on. We're going to get a design process. We'll continue on with the tutorial. This may be unnecessary uncutting, but this may be unnecessary uncutting. This is the original, by the way. If you're probably not interested, but it is worth a sneak peek of what you are basically building on the finishing product of what you are building. As I try and work out what have I done wrong. Work out what I've done wrong. What I've done wrong. And if you want to copy this before I get, without me doing instructions, then go ahead. Yes, I do have a pack for this, if you're wondering. So yes. So let's find out what I've done. So it's one row, so it's still the same thing like that. It's just the fact that oh, okay. That's why it looks fuzzy, is because oh, okay. That's why it looks fuzzy. Okay. Okay, it's just needing to make sure that that's so yeah, this is the finishing product, if you're wondering. May as well look at the glass. So it's basically like that all the way around in that little back here. Glass is a messy tool to deal with. Let's just say glass is a very messy tool to deal with. Well, I try and get some let's try hurry up and get some let's go back into the world that we were don't mind the fact that my game is slightly bugged. Let's and apply what the knowledge we have just found. Well, I have just found into our build, into our HQ. Now, with this loading screen, we'd like to hurry itself up. That would be really appreciated. I may end up editing this out. You never know. If I end up editing this out, but yeah, Elvis commentary is useless, but maybe just keep it. You never know. It is an insight into the design thought process of this particular building. Right. Turns out what we were doing before was right. I'm just stupid. Is that new? No. He's not new. However, just stick a red concrete in those little diagonals. And it should... What have I done now? Huh? Well, I don't know. What have I done now? No, I haven't done anything. Okay, I'm just blind. Anyway, so yeah, just do that same diagonal all the way. It's not going to go in the exact same place, or is it the exact same place? 221.1, 221.1. Oh yeah, it should end up in the equivalent place down at the bottom. So if you wanted to place red concretes here, you could. So yeah. After a little bit of, trying to get on this, after this, we'll probably glass fetching. You probably stitch those red concretes together and extend it out, because that'll probably may help us with the interior in the future. Just like what have I done now? What have I done now? Oh, that explains why I did it on the exact same row. Again, I'm a moron. Nothing new. Anyway, this is the inside, by the way. But after all of that, this is the actual frame. This is the back of the build. Pardon me. This is what you should have up to this point. Mostly up to this point. This is what you should have so far. In your HQ. It's pretty good. Right. Let's get to some glassing, shall we? So go to one of these little red concretes. This one. And just place 4 glass next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really tricky. Well, it looks really tricky. But you're just going to be trying to follow. Place the glass underneath all these red concrete. That's a good starting point. And then you kind of like one of those just trying to place some glass. So 2 rows of glass in there, like a glass block there. Hold on. It looks like a mess at the moment. So basically just place some glass underneath the concrete. 2 rows have been placed, just 1 row out, place another row of glass. Another row of glass, and then this row of glass, and then just do the same thing again. And then just hook it up to the concretes. So you do the same thing 3 times, like in a staircase, and then just hook it up. I know that doesn't make logical sense, but I'll explain it. So, we got the glass underneath already. We just do our little mini staircase. 1 row out. Correct? Then we do it again. Sort of like this. So you just making like a staircase. And then you just hook the glass to the concrete. And this is for the middle bits, by the way. You can do the same thing on the bottom. Same thing on the bottom. It's the same thing on the bottom, just flipped. On the bottom, but flipped. So you want to place some just glass on the bottom. Probably place some glass like here and here. Then we place a glass upright diagonal on both ends. On both ends, like that. Then we place glass again. Again. And then these red concretes, you can basically just drag the glass to it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there we go. That's basically the front of the glass complete. It's taking shape, don't you think? It's taking shape. Well, I think it's taking shape. Let's go to the back and do the exact same thing. And these 2 middle bits closest to the yellow concrete. It's not the edge bits. We'll distinguish that, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. So place your. It's basically just one of those, like, it's kind of like. How would you just. Sort of like a game of chess. Trying to work out where your blocks go, blah blah. Extend that glass out. You can place the glass next to that concrete, extend it out. Glass there, glass here, extend it to the left. Diagonal here. I know that sounds really complicated. Let me go through it again. So this concrete, red concrete, this little triangle part, hook it up. So 4 glass, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These 4 rows of glass, so just place glass underneath all the red concretes. And then you want to go just 1 row below it, however, but 1 row outside and 1 row below it, where this red concrete is. And then do that again. And then just connect. So all of that, after you've done all that, they should connect to the red concretes. Like that. And you should be able to do the same thing on the bottom. I know it looks a lot complicated. Trust me, when I designed it, it looked a lot more complex on the bottom than it did on the top. But I'm doing it right now. Like, yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So I'm just trying to make it look somewhat nice. So if you just have 1 row of glass diagonal just outside. Then a piece of glass diagonal like that. Then 2 glass. And then break that glass. Break that glass. So it's just like a staircase of glass, and then you just hook it up to the concrete. Just like that. So it looks a lot more immersive on the inside, however. The outside, it looks pretty darn good. Don't you think? Anyway, let's move on to these bits. Now, these bits are a little more tooth and nail. So I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you can place glass underneath that. Except for the last row. Maybe place like... Oh. Don't you place... I'm pretty sure you place... You place maybe like... one row inside... I'm pretty sure you place glass one row inside the shape. Following that shape. Actually, that's how you do it. So you do one row of glass inside that shape. You hook the glass up here, the red concrete. And then you just hook this piece up. And destroy that diagonal. Okay, this is making sense. Stick the glass. Single glass. Double glass. A little bit of, a little bit of triumph. So, red concrete. Single glass. Two glass. Two glass. Connecting like that. Then you place a glass like that. And then you place a glass like that. And then you place... Hold on. This is 2 rows. So you get like 2 rows of glass. I think it's like some sort of, escalation. Then you stick a glass there. Glass, glass, more glass. Destroy some of these 2 actually. Never mind. So you still place that row. You place a glass line on top, and then you just place 2 rows. And just place glass like that. So you want to trace the outline by connecting in the corners and the corners. Let's do that again actually. So it's like this, but you want to connect it in the corners. Like that. But single red concrete, 2 glass, glass, then place of red concrete here. It's glass, 2 rows of glass like that. 2 glass like that. Stick a glass below that. Stick a glass like that. Glass, glass. So it's sort of like that. You're sort of getting the hang of it. Sort of. So once you've done that, it'll be easy before we go to the bottom 2 and on the back. So just do this. Just hook it up. Diagonal. In. Up, 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 up. Hook it up. I destroyed some glass somewhere. I don't know where I did it. Actually, I placed glass. My mistake. There we go. Then we place 2 glass there. Glass here. Glass in that block. 2 rows of red concrete. Stick the glass on top. Diagonal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's diagonal. If I remember correctly. Glass like that. So 2, 2. Single, back it up, and then here you just want a couple of diagonal pieces of the glass to try and like that. Again, do the same thing on the opposite side. Just one of the harder things to do is just follow it around, place 2 glass, bottom right diagonal, bottom right diagonal, then another bottom right diagonal. Actually, I'm doing diagonals for no reason, am I? Aren't I? I think I'm screwing something up in this. Glass like that, and then we just stick like glass like that, but a red concrete glass like that, and then like glass, red concrete, stick that glass left. Hold on. Glass, 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 red concrete. Stick a glass and stick a glass. So like 2 glass. Sort of like that. So you sort of got the rhythm. Got the rhythm, right? And then you just do the same thing on the bottom. So you follow through on that. So I know it's gonna look, it looks daunting from the, it looks kind of daunting myself. But just place 2 rows of glass like that, and then you just follow the shape down and join it where the diagonals are on the red concrete. Join it up and just connect it to that glass. Then you place like, it looks daunting, it sounds daunting. Well, it sounds well, not daunting. It's not the right word. Complicated. But you'll get it eventually. So just stick a red concrete like that. Stick a glass like that. Glass like that. And then like that. And the diagonal piece like that. And the glass like that. So if I just like this, I'm placing just a random piece of the glass where I don't want to place it. However, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. On the top, there's 2 rows of glass. 2 rows of glass and a single one. And I think maybe this is a single. And I think it hooks up with a 2. Maybe like, and hold on. Maybe like, where is it? 3 rows of glass. So it's 2 rows of glass, 2, 2. Go by 3, so 2, 2. Yep, and then you just diagonals. You just follow the shape. Okay. There. So it's a single glass here. 2 glass, 2 glass. On the next row you have 2 glass and 2 glass. On the next row you have 2 glass and 2 glass. And you have 2 glass and a diagonal glass. Two rows of glass, single. Wait, hold on. Diagonals, diagonals. Four rows of glass, so it's like 2 rows. Minus a 90-degree. I think we've sort of got it. The only thing that I'm kind of. 4 rows of glass and 3 rows of glass? No, it's only 2. Actually, why did I change that? That's meant to be. Okay. The only thing that we might have changed. That's the second red concrete, so it's just a diagonal. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna probably wrap it up for part 3. Hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, this one has gone long enough, so yeah, just continue doing that until you can do that, but and if you're finding any struggles, but just refer back to earlier in the video. So have a good one, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.